And we're back. So, um, we spoke about the football manual. Some more projects are on the way around the football education from us, from our side. So we're going to keep you posted. And in terms of the discipline part, so I wanted to ask you a few questions. If you look at the game recently, the one that Germany versus Paraguay, Germans are known for discipline. It's their history. But if you look at the way the entire Paraguayan national team played together, although the game was quite rough, they still managed to overcome the German discipline. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so Paraguay, they have a history of, doing, playing very, very, very good in every competition, especially when they're playing against bigger club, bigger teams. So playing against them, you know, you don't have to underestimate them.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking that you are Germany, these are Paraguay, whatever it is, behind them, I don't know the motivation behind them, but they have
Mm-hmm.
some really, really good motivations, when they're playing football. So you feel like you can feel the energy. It's like they're playing for something. They make it look like they have a purpose. They're doing it for their flags or their country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they look like they're very proud people, and then they look like they're very hardworking people as well. So I've been watching Paraguay for a long time. So this modern Paraguay as well, they've proven that that hasn't changed a bit. So the performance wise, they performed really well. Germany against Paraguay. Germany was pretty much, they moved the ball around, passed the ball, passing,
Mm-hmm.
passing, but nothing happened. Since
Mm-hmm.
for the first 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
nothing happened. So in second half, they came in. They started. That's the time they started to do bits. Then Paraguay scored. Then Germany was just trying to equalize the game. Yeah, but they did eventually. They did equalize. But at the end, Paraguay was, Germany they were very good holding the ball,
Mm-hmm.
but the creativity was lacking.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that has something to do with their discipline level, because Germany, they look like a very disciplined team. They have a very good team and they are matured,
Mm-hmm.
and most of them are they're all elite players. They play for Bayern
Mm-hmm.
Munich, Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Experienced defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Rudiger himself is at the pitch. Kimmich,
Mm-hmm.
he's been playing for Germany for a long time.
Yeah, it's generational talent.
Exactly. So Kai Havertz. So Germany, Leroy Sané, they were all in the pitch. So this, sometimes the game, you know, maybe personality matters, character matters, name matters, but sometimes it takes a little bit more than that as well. So I
Hmm.
think that's what Paraguay got it figured out. They figured out that if Germany have personalities than them, and then yeah, names than them, because Germany number first 11, they all elite players.
Hmm.
Yeah,
They are, technically speaking, yeah.
compared to Paraguay, it's different.
Yeah.
Paraguay, I think I only recognize, facially recognize one person
Yeah.
who played for Brighton.
Yes. Yes. Is it Esco? Ensco?
That is some like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even remember it, but that's the only name. That's the only face I've recognized in Paraguay.
I see.
But Germany, from the start, from the back to the front,
Mm-hmm.
they've got the best keeper, Emmanuel Neuer himself.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got everything.
That's true. That's true.
So for them coming to this game, in fact, they were expect nobody was predicting that Germany was gonna be
Who's
knocked
gonna
out.
win? Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
was thinking that Germany was probably gonna win this game.
But it turned out that sometimes discipline of a different kind, mental discipline.
Yeah, so it all matters. So that's
Yeah.
why I said you have to be on your best to win this World Cup, this tournament. You have to be at your best. You know, you have to look at Germany. That's a perfect
Mm.
example. Their squad is full with world class players. If you did the budget, you know, with the team, compare their team,
Mm-hmm.
you find out that Germany team won
Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, 10 times than Paraguay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
So
fact.
exactly. So statistics, if you do statistics, you'll find all of that out. It's just like Japan also and Brazil. With the Brazil and all of those people, they didn't manage to win Japan. They only 2-1. It was so close.
Yeah.
You know, it was tight. So that wasn't much different. Only 2-1. If thought Brazil was winning like high margin of goals, and I
Mm.
understand that they dominate the game and they win it, then you'll be able to say otherwise. But things have changed completely. So Germany and Paraguay, that wasn't much either. So that looked different, which Paraguay decided to drag that game all the way to penalty shootout. Germany should
Mm.
not let that happen.
That's a really valid point, which brings us towards the last segment of the show, the lessons learned.
Yeah,
And the lesson learned from the Japan and the Brazil game was, I mean, Brazil is the pedigree, is the most legendary team to ever exist on the planet in terms of football, right? But a small nation, Japan, with no formal history of winning the World Cups or something, they still managed to hold Brazil to the account and almost won it. I know the Japanese people, they are known for their discipline, right? And you can see the entire culture of discipline on the pitch when they manage to hold the Giants with Vinicius Jr., Casimiro, the world class players. What do you say to that from the coach's perspectives?
yeah, that's the thing. Discipline is the key. You have to grow up with it. So these people prove that they've got it from the early age. They grow up with it. This is part of their culture. They are culturally disciplined people, and they brought that into the sport.
Hmm.
So their name even speaks for themselves. These are the team that they call Blue Samurai.
Yeah.
So if you know the samurais, you know what they are. These people are very strict people. In terms of their culture, they take it very very seriously. The samurais in Japan, it's a huge thing. They deal with swords and things like that. But now
Hmm.
they bring that sword into football.
Hmm.
So you see, so that shows you football can
Mm.
can fit in anywhere, any culture,
Yeah. The football can fit in any
in
culture.
any culture. So these people they make that, and then it's a way they've seen it. It's the easiest thing. Japanese, these people are
Mm.
very clever people. These people are engineers, but the reason they choose a ball also, they knows it can make difference, and it did.
It did.
It
It
did.
did.
Most people might not know Japan in the past, but watching World Cup, they know who Japanese are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They know that the Japanese are not here to play. I love the way they play. The way they move the ball, the way they pass the ball, their team structure. You know, so yeah, I love everything about Japan, honestly. So I just hope maybe next time they'll be able to break this barrier, trying to qualify it, from the knockout stage, and then trying to make it maybe to the semi-final next time, because that's their dream, and that's their desire.
And it was a game to be studied properly because there was a lot of like communication going on. I would say some form of like sixth sense was at play because the way they were communicating to break, especially the first goal, the way they broke the defense, it was like a zigzag move, but it was all coordinated like a proper orchestra playing everything together to sound ginormous, epic, isn't it?
Yeah, Japan, they have their their moment in the game, to be honest. But in the reality of the situation is Brazil is more stronger team than them.
Hmm.
Players wise, you know, Japan knows, even they themselves knows this.
Hmm.
The quality the Brazil have
Hmm.
is going to be hard for them to defend. They might score first, but it's going to be hard for them to defend 90 minutes against a team like
Yeah.
Brazil. just trying to win that game 1-0 by what? By parking the bus?
Yep, you can't.
That's not gonna happen
Yeah.
with Brazil. So the pressure was high on them. Immediately Brazil was some point playing them the way attack upon attack. That's it. If you want to break a team, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Attack, attack, attack. Brazil did what they have to do, and eventually, from 1-0 down, then to 2-0 up. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's how it is. Brazil show their class. They show the reason they are Brazil still. So this is not even a bigger test for Brazil yet because it's still Japan. Japan,
Hmm.
Brazil, their next match, will probably be a little big, bigger test for them. But still, it's
Brilliant.
a Japan. Yeah, they did well, but still, there's still much stronger team in the league in the tournament than Japan.
So there was a perfectly orchestrated end to this episode. And in terms of people who would like to um, follow us, I will leave the description, the links in the description, also the football manual. And the final note from our side, if you have any questions, please throw them to our team, and we're gonna try to answer all of your questions. And there are some more projects in the way. Thank you, Coach MJ, for your valuable time. We're gonna be catching up with you again soon.
Yep,
And
anytime.
brilliant. And in terms of the lesson, just to round it off, it's a clash of cultures. If you want to study anthropology, the society, you can literally see it on the football pitch. Japanese culture, like Coach said, the samurais, discipline, strength, resilience, endurance. Same thing on the other side, the Samba boys, Brazilians. They went in with their cultural roots and they tried to be creative despite being Europeanized. That's why they have the European coach, and he's a well-known coach for winning pretty much everything. And you can see that, and that creative spark, and how knowledge and expertise and experience combined together in those last moments. And the moment of brilliance came. Although a heartbreak for those who supported Japan, and our hearts are with them, but to be honest, you have to appreciate the opponents and Brazilians, they outclass them. On that note, catch you in the next one.